Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. It's been some wild stuff going on. From an overall perspective, it's been crazy. It's been wild. It's been a lot of stuff happening in sports all over, especially in the NBA, but even going in back into other sports too. But before we get into everything, real quick, um, my name is Isaiah Austin, and welcome back to the IDA Kings Video Production channel. If you like the channel, man, please subscribe. If you like the videos, hit the like button on every video. Also, if you want to know when I post upload a new video, hit the bell notification. And then another thing you can do for me is hit the hype button. If there is, hit that hype button for me. Definitely appreciate the love and support. Really do. Um, I really do. To get into it, man, it's been crazy going on. A lot of crazy stuff. The NBA has been wild. Giannis did officially get traded. That is the breaking news. I believe that happened yesterday night, around 11:30, something in that area, 11:50, almost 12 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in that area. He got traded for like four different players, three different players. I think it was Tyler Hero was in there, Jaime Jaquez. I think Kevin Ware was involved in that. They also got a pick swap. They also got three first round picks, if I'm not mistaken, another second or two second round picks. The Bucks end up getting that for Giannis and Bobby Portis. That was a heck of a trade. I think the Bucks did a good job. They're basically on. It seems like they're rebuilding completely, for sure. Um, and that's what's happened. That's a good thing for them. That's a good thing for them right now, because they're not in the championship window right now at all, and they haven't been there for a little while. Giannis has been, carrying them a little bit throughout the years since they won that championship in 2021. And so it was I guess it was time for them to move on, which is understandable. Giannis is going to the Heat. They still have Bam Adebayo. They still have a few they still have some solid players on there like Powell and stuff like that. I believe Andrew Wiggins. But we're gonna see what other moves they make throughout uh, the off season to get more shored up and try to win a championship in the next few years, if they can, down in Miami. That's their goal. But I think Giannis is gonna do great down there. I think he's gonna be great. He's disciplined. He's hardworking. He's gonna be fine down there. The question though is building that team around him and Bam Adebayo, about around that front court guard play. Needs to be real good overall. So can't wait to see how that goes with that. Also, Julius Randle got traded. I think it was more like a salary dump. He got traded to the Nets. I think it was like a three-team trade. Um, I know Nicholas Claxton got traded as well to the Timberwolves. I forgot all three teams that are involved in that trade. Um, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like he got traded to the Nets. Um, you know, and the Timberwolves are trying to make salary because um they signed a player for 5 years, $112 million. Their young player. I think trying to think Nasumu. I think Nasumu. I think that's his name, his last name. Um, Io Dasumu. He's a beast though. He's real good. Getting paid 25 million per year over 5 years or so. Hey, especially in the NBA today, that's not that bad of a that's really good. So it's not that bad at all. And they're trying to just build cap space and stuff like that. We're gonna see how it goes though, because they're not in a position right now to win a championship. So I don't know how it's gonna work. We're gonna see if Anthony Edwards either asks for a trade or um and then Rudy Gobert where they're gonna go with there. Because if they're going on a salary dump, they're gonna probably try to most likely trade Rudy Gobert too if they're going doing a salary dump stuff. That's what it seems like. Um, so that could happen too. That could definitely happen too. But those are some crazy moves right there, man. Some crazy moves. And we still got the draft in the NBA. This draft class is going to be really, really fire and special in the NBA. This one's going to be crazy. Um, I think the first three picks, most likely, if I'm not mistaken, are going to be AJ the Bonsa, in my opinion, going to the Washington Wizards freshman. He's a beast, man. I've seen him play so many times. He's really great. That guy is special, man. That guy is super special. That guy is a special player, man. He could play with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? And if he goes to the Wizards, he could play along with Anthony Davis and Trae Young, who just signed a contract for 4 years, $212 million. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun seeing him play if they play for the Wizards. Darian Peterson most likely is gonna go number 2 to the Utah Jazz. He was really great against BYU. They were blowing him out, and then he had to sit because of the injury. BYU tried to come back, but then they still lost to Kansas in that big game when he played. Pearson has been dealing with injuries, but it reminds me of Kyrie Irving years ago in 11, man. You know, he was dealing with injuries, but he was still drafted number 1. Pearson could be number 1. He could end up being probably the best player in that draft class too, like Kyrie Irving was in 11. So it's going to be fun, man. To see if they go to Utah and stuff like that. And Cameron Boozer is most likely going 3rd. Okay, to the Memphis Grizzlies. He's most likely going 3rd. Cameron Boozer is the best player in college basketball, in my opinion. He was balling like that. He won Player of the Year in college basketball. I think he's been very, very special, very, very amazing as well. I'm pretty excited about that. After the 3rd pick, I think it gets wild after that because, I mean, the 3rd pick, I mean, there's some, I mean, I know Iman Shumpert said, I believe, that Caleb Wilson should go 3rd. I'm in my opinion, it should be Cameron Boozer. He's better than Caleb Wilson. But I like Caleb Wilson, though. I like Caleb Wilson, so he could go to the Bulls. He could be 5th, right? You never know, because let me tell you something. Kean Wagler, though, from Illinois, playing at Illinois, he was fantastic there, man. He was balling. I remember one game where he had almost 50 points in the Big Ten. It might have been, if I'm not mistaken, it could have been against Purdue. It was a coming out game for him, though. I mean, he was balling. And there was a few other players in that day that was balling, man. But that was crazy. And he could be a Clipper. But he could go up there as high as 4 as well. There's going to be a lot of great players, though. You know, Malik Brown Jr. is going to be good. The point guard for Louisville. I think he's a special guard, man. He could play real well at the guard position for the Nets if he gets drafted there. You know what I mean? He's really good. You know, it would make a lot of sense though for the Nets to get a guard like that. Louisville, man. You know, Malik Brown Jr. He's a beast. I like how he plays the game. Darius Acuff is one of my favorites though. You know, he could be up there in that top 5. He has the potential to be up there tonight. He's going to be real great from Arkansas, and he's going to be one of them great guards that Coach John Calipari has had throughout his career coaching them. Great guards. You know, Coach John Calipari had De'Aaron Fox. He had De'Aaron Fox, John Wall. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Derrick Rose. You can go down the list. There's a lot of them. It's just, we would do all night listing them and stuff like that. So, De'Aaron Acuff could be the number one. And then Kingston Flemings, he's a great player, too, from Houston. He's great. I love how he plays basketball, too. He's so special, man. He is super special. You know what I'm saying? At playing, the point guard position, if I'm not mistaken, point guard / shooting guard position. You know what I mean? For Houston, man, he was great as a freshman. Great as a freshman. And then Nate Emmett is a really good prospect too. He's a real good prospect too. He's really good. He out of Tennessee. He's really great as well. Fantastic. The Bucks, I believe they still have the 10th pick after that trade this year. So Braden Burrs is projected to be like a top 10 pick. That would be a great spot though for a great spot for the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? That could be a great spot for Braden Burrs. Can't wait for it to see how that goes in a rebuild. But man, he could play. I like how he plays, man. He's a real great freshman out of Arizona. They did a great job this year too. He was part of that reason for sure. Another guy that I liked when I saw him play was Michigan center Adam Mara. He was a beast, man. He was a big player, big guy. He can shoot the ball real well. He's real tall. I feel like at the 7 foot range, easily over there. And he was real good. Morris Johnson Jr. from Michigan too. He was good. He wasn't bad either. And stuff like that. Yaxel Lindenberg, he was great for Michigan. I think they're gonna have like 3 players at Michigan that won the national championship. That are going to be in the top 15, in my opinion. I think they're going to be top 15 players for sure. So I'm pretty excited about that. So there's a lot of great players in this draft class. And this draft class is going to go down, in my opinion, as some of the most draft class that had the most depth in the draft class. And it's probably going to go down as one of the best draft classes in the history of the NBA. 03, 96, or yeah, 03, 96, and in the 80s with Michael Jordan as well. So I'm pretty excited about it. Now, also speaking of Michigan too, Dusty May, he ended up being the head coach for the Dallas Mavericks. That's a great hire for Dallas, man. He's going to be a great coach. He's a great coach, really. Michigan, and I think he'll do great at Dallas. I think they'll build around Cooper Flagg. And him and Dusty May, I think, is going to do some special things there. I really do. I really believe that. I like Jason Kidd a lot, but I think Dusty May is going to be fantastic. Now, in the NFL, though, it's been some crazy stuff, too. For example, Myles Garrett got traded. Okay, Myles Garrett got traded to the Rams. Everyone knows that now. Got traded for 3 first-round picks and a great defender in Vassell, I believe. Vassell. I think that's his name, for the Rams. He's a great defender, by the way. They're trying to rebuild. No, actually, it was 1 first-round pick. I'm sorry. It should have been 3 to 4 first-round picks. That's just my opinion. I think it was 1 first-round pick. I think there was some other picks, like a second or something like that. A few picks. But they should have got way more first-rounders than just 1. But the Rams, I thought, did a good job and not trading that many picks for Myles Garrett, and still got Myles Garrett. And there's rumors that I've heard around that Aaron Donald's definitely thinking about unretiring. He could unretire, right? He could definitely unretire. So I'm pretty excited to see how that goes. I really am. I am really, really excited to see how that goes down right there. Also craziness too. You know what I'm saying? I think his name is Brandon Sorsby. Brandon Sorsby too was he admitted to having a gambling addiction. The judge said that he could play this college football season. The NCAA suspended him or banned him or something like that. And then a judge said that he could play. But now he's going into the supplemental draft as a quarterback. He's probably going to be in the first round easily. He might mess around and go number 1 in the supplemental draft. And there's probably a lot of teams that's going to want him. It's crazy because a lot of teams that's probably going to want him still in the NFL, even though those same teams didn't want to get Shedeur. They barely wanted to draft Shedeur, and Shedeur has played way better than him. And he outplayed him in the game they played against each other. So I thought that was interesting. The last year Shedeur was there, so I thought that was pretty interesting. How that works and how that goes. We'll probably get into that even more. But that's another thing that has been wild as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff's been wild. It's been a lot, though, man. We're going to definitely sift through a lot of different things throughout the off seasons, throughout the summer. So that's just some small parts of it, though. It's going to be more wilder, man. It's going to be more wilder. So it's going to be way more crazier stuff going on during the summer and everything else. So it's going to be fun. So I'm pretty excited, though, for this offseason. It's going to be crazy offseason. But again, if y'all love the channel, man, I definitely appreciate it. If you love the channel, hit the subscribe button on that channel. Okay, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to know when I post and upload new videos, okay, if you want to know when I do that, okay, hit that bell notification. If you like the videos, hit the like button on all the videos. Hit the hype button for me. Definitely appreciate it. keep watching. It's definitely going to get better, man. Definitely getting in the rhythm. But I definitely appreciate everybody. Love y'all, man. See you on the next video. Peace.